All right, Black Power, y'all know what it is. It's the General Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. GeneralSeti.com, ring the motherfucking alarm. Seti University got over 500 videos on that motherfucker. And growing. A General Seti classic wisdom down through the ages. God damn it, you gotta have it. Well, you nigga, you in serious situations. God damn it, because you confused. You better get on over there, GeneralSeti.com. Y'all know what it is. Just came off of Patreon. Dropped a hard one. Just dropped a hard one over there on Patreon. You know, Ragnarok and Revelations. You understand what I'm saying? The death of the white race on the solo cross. You see why I had to do it over there. I even had to change the goddamn topic. Goddamn it, because it's just so hard. Some of you niggas just love, y'all just love the Neanderthal so much that we can't even, you'd be the nigga in there trying to flag the goddamn video. So Patreon, General Seti got a lot of hard videos scheduled to come up on the Patreon. So you most definitely should be over there, become a patron, so you can get some of that damn information. Okay, how we doing out there? Let me see. Family in the house? Uh-oh. Okay. I just had to make sure. I ain't been over here because, I've been working and shit, doing shit behind the scene. But y'all can see I got thumbnails ready to go up. So I'm ready to go on the road, y'all. I'm ready to go on the road. And so it's going to be about, 15 goddamn video. Bah, 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 bah. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all can sit up there and y'all can, go from video to video, get that information. And of course, we done already, King said, oh, we didn't even do KingSeti.com. Oh my God, we can't do that. We can't do that. We got to hit that one up. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Got a lot of fly product for the family, DVDs, t-shirt, growing. God damn it, if I don't like it, it don't go up there. So I got some fly jewelry for the kings and the queens, t-shirt. About to get the hats, posters. God damn it, everything that we could think of will be going up. So we're growing. So go on over there, KingSeti.com online marketplace, and be amazed. Be amazed. Let me go and get this fly lecture up here to bust motherfuckers' heads. Now today we're gonna be dealing. Let me make sure everything. Throw that on over there too. Throw that on over there too. And I have to make relations, why this information is so important. You know what I'm saying? Because the first thing I'm going to teach a motherfucker about is black divinity. Okay? I teach motherfuckers about their black divinity. So we talking about the major black African gods of ancient Egypt. Now, all the gods were African. But, particularly, ones, because we don't understand in ancient Egypt, you've been taught wrong. Nigga, you've been taught wrong. And so I got to come and make the corrections today. You know what I'm saying? That in Egypt and Nubia and in Africa, black was the highest shade of divinity. I'm gonna read this because I know some of y'all got crackatosis and niggeritis, and maybe if one of these Neanderthals say it, then you might say, well, take it into consideration. Long as the Neanderthals say, you'll take it into consideration. So for the niggas got crackatosis, then I'll bring up a couple references and shit to help you along the way. Okay, so we dealing and we're looking specifically right there at the three probably the most important deities of all of ancient Egypt. And they wasn't paint, they were black. You understand what I'm saying? And they cosmic definition was a blackness. And that's what it's about today. You understand what I'm saying? When I talk social, political, geographical. You understand? All of that is in play. Because if motherfucker talking about why we ain't talking, motherfucker, I am talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? Just like I dealt with, the last one when I dealt on Patreon, I dealt with the Ragnarok. You see what I'm saying? They know the power of that black energy. They know the power of it. So instead of letting that current and that energy run through the crowd, they come out there and put the Neanderthal here and there as circuit breakers. You understand what I'm saying? That the energy don't flow because they know how we get. They know if we really fired up and that energy moving, nigga, we gonna be riled up. Then we gonna be riled. And I'm gonna tell you, I was reading some literature. Where they was talking about, back in slavery, and you know what I'm saying? They could, they would listen in the map. The white man, I ain't gonna fuck the mask. I don't want to say that at all. The oppressor would be in the big house, and he can hear him way out there in the bush, riled up. You understand what I'm saying? Getting off into the drum, getting off, where they, they couldn't beat the drum, but they had it any damn way. You know what I'm saying? But they could hear them riled up. They was in their divinity. I ain't gonna say spirituality because all spirituality ain't divine. Spirit, you say I'm in my spiritual, bitch. You just dealing with spirits. That don't mean nothing. You could be goddamn have some goddamn demon. A demon is a damn spirit. You know what I'm saying? If it's unseen, goddamn it could. So you have to be. We talking about divinity. To be clear, that we dealing with the divine, the holy, of our African ancestral belief system. You see what I'm saying? So they know how we get when that energy is current. And so when we dealing with the blackness, we talking about all energy in the fucking universe. Move through melanin, cosmic melanin, move through blackness. And we're going to break it down with my goddamn nose. Not leaving nothing off for you, nigga. Got to come back on the Suten Seti YouTube channel, let you niggas have it. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there, I keep telling you, and you motherfucker talking about, it's the basic shit you're not listening to. That we are diametric opposites. You understand what I'm saying? That we never think alike at all. So how the fuck is we gonna all be out there in the crowd on one accord? We never think alike. You understand? When you look up black in the white man dictionary, evil, sunken, you know what I'm saying? Demonic. Black Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. A black devil food cake is black, angel food cake is white. You see what I'm saying? The devil black, all of that. But you come in Africa, black is divine. And I'm tired of motherfuckers quit. Black not a color. Shut the fuck up. God damn it, you can go get a shirt, motherfucker. If it ain't a color, you can't see it. If you can see it, it's some frame of the spectrum. Somebody telling y'all niggas wrong. Black not a color. And then I listen to motherfuckers, I say, did that mother? And then I understand nature that like produce like. Okay, an apple seed produce a goddamn apple. They say black not a color, but it's the essence of all. I hear motherfucker, it's the essence of all color. Well, if it's not a color, how the fuck does something that's not a color produce a color? How unlike produce a like, or produce something unlike itself? You understand what I'm saying? So the only thing that's gonna produce a color is a motherfucking color. I don't give a fuck. You go get a black car. You motherfucker, it wasn't a color. Why the fuck would they put it on and say it's black? You understand what I'm saying? You can get black shoe, black shirt, all of that, black bean. And they say all this shit, black seed oil. It look black. You understand what I'm saying? But then black not a color. If it's not a color, you wouldn't be able to see it with the eye. Okay? You wouldn't be able to see it. And if it got color, it's because you can see it with the eye. So quit letting these motherfuckers tell you that dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying? So we see here Ptah, who is symbolic of cosmic melanin. He's the all-father, the first great god of ancient Egypt, which Egypt was named after Ptah. And so you understand what I'm saying? He's symbolic of that immortal, eternal, the first blackness of all the universe. You understand? That created everything. When you talk about black matter, and I say black matter and not dark matter, it says, goddamn it, that visible matter, 5%. But the dark matter that's out there, say the stars are just, hanging in the dark energy and the dark matter. And you understand? And they say that the dark matter brings the universes and the galaxy together, while dark energy repulses and comes in, and that should be clear that dark energy is repulsive. What does it mean? Anything unlike itself, goddammit, is pushing out. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that. And then when we push out those things as unlike ourselves, the dark matter takes us all the blackness and pull it together. That's all that it's saying. You understand? That's the balance of opposites of the universe. Visible matter, fiber, visible to who? Nigga, we see it all. We when you go into the mind and you understand the melanin in your mind, and that is a conductor for cosmic thought, you will see all of that. Because you're a Negro and you've been taught that, God is white and this, that, and the third. That's a circuit breaker. Y'all out there with them out there marching a circuit breaker. Y'all got to wake up. They know it's the end of days. That's why I dealt with Ragnarok. And I dealt with Revelation, and I put some things up here, just what I can, because that one was, too raw for you too. You understand what I'm saying? If I put it up there like I want to, that I did on Patreon, they probably put my ass up off of here. So I don't want to do that. Nah, I want to deal with this because I dealt with this, and this comes out of the book, The Gods of Ancient Egypt, by Barbara Waters. Okay? Waters. Okay? Now, wait a minute, hold on. Let me do this. Now, there's a white woman, y'all, because for some of y'all that got the tosis, you might got the tosis. And so I got to give you something where you might take it in consideration. You know what I'm saying? If the good old presser said, you might take it into consideration. It says, Osiris' flesh is usually colored black or green. To the Egyptians, black being the color of the rich alluvial soil, that silt coming down, I'm going to deal with that, from Ethiopia, from which their crops sprang up year after year, was the color of, listen, resurrection and eternal life. Huh? See? It's not death. Not death. See, that's what they want you to believe. So when you look at the ancient history of your people, you're going to see demonic and run right on over to the beast. Put him on your wall. You read all of his book where it's breaking all the energy, nothing but circuit breakers. You understand? So that the energy won't flow. It's like when the energy is flowing, you got that circuit, and that bitch snapped and shit go off. You see what I'm saying? And so his black face indicates that he has died. What it say? His black flesh indicates that he has died and risen again. That's all powerful. So we understanding that it means resurrection. So when we talk about the melanin, we also talking about the resurrection of the mind. You niggas out there, y'all ain't got no blueprint. Motherfuckers want to talk about Seti. Why? Motherfucker, when you understand your black divinity, all of that shit gonna come into order. You can start wherever you want to start. That's why motherfuckers I'm gonna start with economics. How many motherfuckers you all got out there got money, ain't doing shit for their people? Not in the way that can truly transform the people. So nigga, you can have the economy, you can have the education. Education don't mean shit if it ain't tied to the economy, and the economy ain't tied to your divinity. See, the divinity is the foundation of it all. Because when you understand your black divinity, you understand your destiny. If I ask you what your destiny is, without the divinity, you're going to say to make $1 million, to have all the cars, have all the women, and so on. And that's going to be your destiny because that's a man thinking. It ain't a God thinking. When a God is thinking, he's thinking from the aspect of his black divinity, or God is from the level of black divinity. Once you have your divinity and you understand it truly, everything else gonna fall in place. Because if you're a god and a goddess and you on your goddamn knees and a goddamn beast got his goddamn foot on your goddamn neck and you know you divine, you know your destiny, you gonna rise up. God damn it, you ain't gonna live within the belly of the goddamn beast and be content and be out there and goddamn protest with some circuit breakers. Breaking because they know the energy. If black people was out there truly on their black divinity and they know what this is and they know what they got to do to break this, the neck of the beast, God damn it, they know what's going to, the energy of what could happen in a situation like that. So they send them out there to pretend like they down, but we diametric opposites. They already know that. You don't know that. Hold on, family. Let me get some water. Hold on, goddamn. I'm about to turn up on you, nigga. Straight up. I'm about to turn up on you, nigga. Blow my nose. Talking about, niggas. I'm gonna use niggas as a goddamn. Hold on, family. You niggas is a punching bag. Y'all ain't did nothing to set the general off. God damn it, I'm gonna call you name. I wish I could do the nigga now. I forget the nigga now. Talk about y'all understand it. You understand? I've been told y'all niggas. You dealing with a diametric opposite. Your mortal enemy. How many times I told you that? When I say diametric opposite, that means your mortal enemy. And what does mortal mean? Death. When the motherfucker wake up, he already thinking about, murdering and taking as many as you off the goddamn planet. And y'all out there with your mortal enemy walking around, ain't achieving shit. Ain't gonna achieve nothing. This shit'll be over and you niggas ain't gonna have no more. You gonna have less than what you had before you got started with the damn protest. And I told y'all niggas before the shit started, I told you they was watching you niggas. I told you that they was gonna wait their time and start locking motherfuckers up. That's what they doing. They ain't telling you about that. I told y'all niggas. So y'all still continue to go out there silly Sally from the valley going out there with that dumb shit and they locking you niggas up, showing up to your door. You thinking this goddamn pizza man and this goddamn, it's the po-po that the done. The pizza man, it's the po-po. Nah, we dealing right here. Let's go down any area of the skin not covered by a garment is painted black. This dealing with men. This is dealing with men. In dynastic time, it was one of the duties of the high priest of men to take a bituminous substance with which the cold statue of the god was ritually painted, black being the color of the fertile soil of Egypt, therefore symbolic of regeneration. So we're talking about men. And I can't even put that up there because we know men have the erect phallus, but we understand that resurrection is re-erection when we break it down. We don't understand that. So that's why men were shown with the erection, because it was symbolic of resurrection, regeneration. Okay? And that's why we had to drop it like that. That's why we connected to the sun. And that's why we understand when that melanin is pure and you right with your health and your divinity and all of that. In the morning, motherfucker, when you wake up, you be on your men. You be erect and you goddamn be ready to procreate. You understand what I'm saying? That's the reality of that. And we're going to deal with men. And so we understand, we're talking about the substantia nigra, okay? The substantia nigra. And so we understand even in the brain, nagra. You see what I'm saying? This is an area with, which has got a high concentration of melanin in the back. And so it contains dopamine producing cells. And so that's where they go. This is where your addiction comes from. Get addicted to getting free, nigga. Put some, so that shows you again, whatever it is, that's where it go. And that melanin is the foundation of dopamine. And so that's what they use as a conductor to get people addicted to dope, to video games, whatever it is. that's where the cells of dopamine are produced, and you become addicted, and that's where so it's powerful energy back there. God damn it, put some goddamn liberation on them cells. Huh? Put some goddamn getting free on them damn cells. Y'all not doing that. Y'all thinking, and let me break this shit down because I have to do this so that you understand. I'm dropping these tidbits for you, nigga. It's hard information. You cannot get past it. Now let me drop this to y'all simplistically so you know where you at. And that's how I know the limitation of niggas and how far they gonna go. Number one, when you're talking about a computer, and I've done this over and over and over, when you turn on a computer, boop, 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 it's gonna have, the first thing gonna come up is the operating system. I'm on the Mac. It could be tiger, it could be leopard, it could be whatever. They usually use cats, lion, or whatever. And so, when it come on, it'll tell you what the operating system is. If you're on a PC, normally it's gonna be what? It's gonna be Windows gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? That's the operating system. That's what runs the computer. It's the mainframe. You understand what I'm saying? Of the computer. And so, any software or program that you upload on that computer is going to be formulated to the operating system. It's going to be configured to the operating system. If it's not going to run on that computer. So it'll tell you on a program or a software, Microsoft compatible, or it'll tell you if it's a Mac, it'll say Mac compatible, and they got that all across. You understand? And how you download apps, it'll say Mac, it'll say PC, Microsoft, or whatever. So, for instance, you got Windows. You got Windows for Mac, but when you buy it, it'll say Windows for Mac. If you take that same Windows for Mac and try to upload it on the PC, it ain't gonna work. They got Windows for the PC, strictly for the PC. So the operating system is the main variable. You see what I'm saying? It is the main variable of, the thought process. You see what I'm saying? It's the main variable of the thought process. So when you look at the Western world, when you look at the globe and use the globe, the earth, as, say, for instance, the computer, the dominating or the operating system is white power. That's the operating system. You still, ain't nothing running on, even when they deal with currency, as you exchange the dollar is the currency of exchange on the global market. They trying to fight it, but that's the global, currency of the world. So it's ran on white power. That's the operating system of the earth. Now, everybody else, they might got a little currency for their own nation and this, that, and the third. But that's what I'm saying. That's a program. You understand what I'm saying? That's a program that's operating on a white power system. If you try to come off of that system, they're going to deal with your ass one way or another to let you know that white power is the operating system. What am I trying to get at, Seti? When you deal with black power as it is today, it is not an operating system. This is what I'm saying. Certain people's is understanding that it needs to be the operating system, but it is not it's not operating. It's not an operating system. What it is, it's a program that's been reconfigured to be uploaded on a white power operating system. I'm going to say it again. It's a black power program reconfigured, because if it was really truly black power, it would overthrow the current operating system and establish itself as the operating system. But it has not done that. It has not done that. So what it is, it's a black power program reconfigured. So niggas can go out there, black power, black power, black power, and go right next day and work for white power. See, that's the irony of that. So what it is, and you can take it how you wanna. If you feel upset or you feel some kind of way, that I say it, bitch, bye. I'm going straight up the motherfucking middle. I'm gonna hit that motherfucking hole and I'm going straight in. You see what I'm saying? So when you talking about where we at today, you see what I'm saying? We're talking about a black power program reconfigured. And when I say reconfigured, to where it does not have to address white rule on the planet. That just, is trying to make the dollar, uplift the community, as if that's gonna happen without dealing with the elephant in the room. So that's what the Black Power Pro, it hides its face to the elephant in the room, that none of that gonna happen unless they deal with the elephant in the room. So that's where we at. It's just a program. It's not an operating system. So what am I saying? There's no way that we're going to have true liberation without the downfall of white power. It's not going to happen. It's either black going to rule white. It ain't going to ever, and it ain't never been at no time where white people have shared power with anybody. This is facts. It's facts. They want it all. They're going to rule it all. Matter of fact, they'll kill their own bloodline to stay in power. When you look at Egypt and you look at the Ptolemy, man, listen here, them motherfuckers murder each damn, when you talk about the Ptolemies, them motherfuckers murder each other down through each succession. You understand what I'm saying? Shit that had never been seen. So they kill relentlessly their own bloodline for power. So what the fuck is they gonna share with you for? You see what I'm saying? So that's right there. So when you hear motherfucker, that's why, we talking, we can do that. That's the facade of black power. You see what I'm saying? That's the facade of black power. You know what I'm saying? And once you understand that, why they treat you the way they treat you. You understand? That's the reality. That's the way it's supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? You trying to get love from somewhere, motherfucker, you ain't gonna get none. And that's again, I dealt with that when I dealt with, learning the definition of things. I just dropped that one on you. The mortal enemy. You understand? When the diametric opposite. These are laws that I dropped on niggas long time ago. I told you that. And he understands it better than you. That's why at night, when he get ready to go and get his little dinner, and he got salt and pepper up there. He ain't got garlic and paprika. That motherfucker got pepper, salt, and pepper. That's symbolic. That's a hidden agenda right there. So he stay on the straight and narrow of what this is all about. You understand? The piano, white and black, goddamn me. You know what I'm saying? When you look at chess, white and black, it could have been red and blue. It could have been purple and pink. It could have been all kind of colors. You understand? But it's white and black because there's a significant and a message behind that to keep it on the straight and narrow. He understands that we are diametric opposites. When we talk about diametric opposites, we're talking about the two furthest extremes, the most unalike. You understand? The shit that when we say it, it means something totally different than when he say it. Now, like, for instance, we could say, the term fly, that can mean something, man, we can say the sister, that sister sure is fly. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfucking white man will say, fly, she fly. Well, where are wings at? Where are wings at? See what I'm saying? So that show you that our understanding of energy and words is totally different than what he thinks. When we say dope, man, that motherfucking car sure is dope. You know what I'm saying? He gonna automatically think about a narcotic. You understand what I'm saying? Or anything, man, them goddamn lyrics was flame. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, them lyrics was flame. he automatically gonna think about a 3-alarm fire. We got two total different structures of mental thought. And so we never think alike. You understand? That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. Y'all got to understand the definition of a thing. And then when you understand the definition, you can study how they think and you can understand the probabilities. I tried to explain that to you. That you can understand the probabilities, the possibilities, and the impossibility. So many of you niggas have put the blinder over you. You want to say we all the same, which is so bland in nature because nothing is the same in the cosmos. Nothing. So motherfucker, and so that's, the first thing you got to get rid of is the itis. The toast, the cracker toast. If you got that, nigga, that got to be cured. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that. I said, damn, as long as they love the beast in their heart, they ain't gonna never be able to accept the goddamn information. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, you know what? Everything that I created was strategic. I said, oh, the making of the white man. Oh, the making of the nigga. You understand? Them two was the detox, the mental, the God deception. Them was my three, my detox. They on that God, they on that loving the white man, they on the hate a nigga for anything shit. I knew I had to attack that. You know what I'm saying? And show how the hell we got in the condition that we were, that it was at the hand of the man. We'll talk about the nigga, but we won't talk about the evil scientists that made all of this shit into what it is. So you can point at the nigga, but you're scared to point at the man that's operating, the hidden hand. You understand what I'm saying? Like they say, the Wizard of Oz went in there and pulled the goddamn screen, the damn curtain back, and there's a little beast behind there operating everything. You see what I'm saying? We don't want to deal with that. So we also look at the black seed. You understand? Oil. That's what we dealing with melanin. We understand that the black seed, one of the most powerful of all, supplements that you could take in the world. You understand? Say, goddamn it, cure damn near everything except death. You understand what I'm saying? So you see, even in that, we talking about the power of blackness. You see what I'm saying? And so as we see the black seed, we look at the black matter and the black energy and the black hole, one of the most powerful parts of the cosmos, the black hole, where the sun is the womb that came through that black hole to be here today. And you see Nu is the black hole is the womb of Nu, and Ra was born through the black hole. And so you see again, even when you're dealing with Nu, you're dealing with cosmic, you're dealing with black energy, you're dealing with black matter. Ptah is also symbolic of black energy and black matter. You see what I'm saying? And so we got to deal, we of that. You understand what I'm saying? We are not, and so when you understand your black divinity, you understand your connection to the universe and understand that you were not put here. And when I ask a motherfucker, what is destiny? Oh man, I'm going to get this watch when I retire after working 50 years for the white man. And, and that's going to be my dad. And then I'm going to die. And then I'm going to go see the ancestors. They're probably going to put a foot in my ass because I didn't do nothing with my life at all, because I did not understand my black divinity, which means I did not understand my divine responsibility, which means I forfeited my goddamn destiny. If you do not understand your divinity, you do not understand your divine responsibility, nigga, you have forfeited your fucking destiny. You nigga, you just out here just doing something to complete a job for somebody else that ain't got nothing to do with the greater cause of the universe. Wake up. You see right there, carbon. We talking about carbon. We talking about damn near everything in all life is carbon. Ain't nothing existing. All is carbon created life. You understand what I'm saying? So if it's living in the universe, goddamn it, it's made up of carbon. Hold up. Hold on, family. Let me get a drink. I need to pull that shit and bring it on in here. Damn. I eat up, baby. I heat up. Gonna talk to you today, family. I gotta talk. I gotta be strong. I can't, gotta be strong. So when you talk about the carbon and you talk about coal, inside the coal is where the diamond is created. One of the greatest, elements on the planet that man is searching to dig up and, exploit from the earth. So you understand that that's an element of coal, which is carbon, which is melanin. Okay? Which is melanin. That's all that it is. Showing you the power of that. You understand? That's how you generate not on life. And we just talked about that when we talked about men. You understand what I'm saying? When you talk about carbon creations and we talk about regeneration, you understand? We're talking about life. We're talking about life. And we show right there let me come on up out of here. Let me show these things. So we show the diamond. You understand? In our family, we mine, but we didn't exploit. It's our land, our damn precious minerals. We could do whatever we want. Then you're talking about the tectonic plates. You understand? What's the significance in that? We're talking about oil. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the blood of the earth. And you got to understand the oil is what, let me come back on, is what lubricates the tectonic plates. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what makes it smooth. That's why when you put oil in your car to keep the gears smooth. You understand? But if you ain't got no oil in there, what happened? That motherfucking engine gonna lock. That motherfucking engine gonna lock on your monkey ass. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what's happening because they sucking all the goddamn oil, the melanin of the earth up out of there. That's the blood of the earth. You understand? The oil is not in there. With them gears, the tectonic plates is gears in the earth. And if the oil is not in there, making it a smooth transition, that's why there's so many goddamn earthquakes. Goddamn unnecessary shit. They fucking up this earth, man. That's what I mean when I'm talking about diametric opposites. So we got to wake up the goddamn day. Y'all motherfuckers out there with the man you ought to be running from. We talking about the silk, the soil, and oil soil. You already see the blackness in that. So when you plant that seed down in there, you understand, you know what? You get life. That's why when you see a black Osiris, you see a green Osiris. You see a black Ptah, you see a green Ptah. Because both in that essence is showing you the power of the silk. And a lot of time when you talked about men, they understood that the silk coming out of Ethiopia, which I'm going to show, was what fertilized and made Egypt as vibrant and as, able to produce so much food that, other than any other nation on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? And so you see the soil is also an aspect of life. Planting the seed down in the black soil. That's melanin. You don't see, you know what I'm saying? When you start seeing a little white out there, nigga, shit ain't right. Some shit, that's clay or some white clay or whatever. You need to get that shit up out of there. You understand what I'm saying? And so you see right here, you see this is the highlands of Ethiopia, and you see that black silk will come down during the flood. It'll come down and it'll just pile up down here in Egypt. And so this is where the farmers would come. They would come and get that silk and they would spread it all out. You know what I'm saying? And bring it back up the river and they fertilize, Egypt. And that's what allowed them to grow so much food. And the silk of Ethiopia and Egypt was so fertile that listen, you might get goddamn 4 goddamn harvests. You understand what I'm saying? Shit that ain't done nowhere on the planet. Goddamn, you got so much shit. When they went to Egypt, it was already growing. It just had not been organized. Everything down there in Egypt was already growing. All type of fruits, all type of vegetables, all of that was already growing in Africa. The seeds was coming down with the water. You understand what I'm saying? Up out of other nations, up the river. Seeds get in the water, and it was coming down, getting in the silk, and then so you had wild, agriculture. I call it wild agriculture, where the things was already growing. You got all type of fruit, trees, and all of that, and so they organized it. You understand what I'm saying? This is the first time where you had national organized agriculture in the Nile Valley. So that's you dealing with the melanin. You're dealing with that black silk, and it was black, okay? Black, and it was renowned all around the world, and motherfuckers probably was trying to steal it. Now, the reason why I got this up here, because when we start dealing with these black deities, I don't want motherfuckers to say, oh, they black, because we done already read what old Barbara said, white woman. And she dropped it like it was supposed to be dropped. You know what I'm saying? I know it hurt. I don't know if she was assassinated for saying these things. You understand what I'm saying? But when you talk about a people and they create imagery of themselves, and normally they're going to use more times than not the natural color of the people. So when you go into the Grecian world, they use more times than not, they use white stone. They use marble, and alabaster, whatever that shit is. I don't know, that they use. They use white stone. You see here, because like we could go stand next to the Egyptian and the Nubian artifact. They go and stand next to the Grecian. They know damn well. So ain't nobody, yeah, we got our occult meaning. Just like when you see, even though Osiris is black, he's naturally black. You know what I'm saying? And yes, it is a sign of regeneration and resurrection, but the natural and foundational color of the people is black. So that's always going to be the most divine color. Ain't nobody going to choose a color outside of their own natural color to be more divine. You understand what I'm saying? So when you go into the Grecian world, they use stones more reflective of what they look like. You see that? So she know damn well she can't go stand next to Amenemhat. You understand what I'm saying? So so you see that more times than not, you see here, they use materials that more reflect. And now they're going to say goddamn Egypt was goddamn white or whatever. Then why didn't they reflect the sculpture, you understand, the paintings to reflect exactly what the Greeks, the Romans, any white tribe, Nordic, the Vikings, or any of that, they all use, and yeah, they had occult meaning, but more time than not, they use the primary color of that people. You see right there. So it's almost a staple that the Greeks and the Romans used marble or alabaster, anything that was a white stone. Okay? You see, it's stable, it's a current. You understand? No need to explain. Now, I'm gonna come back to that because that's very powerful. When we look, we right here, we looking at and I don't this is just to show the Nagas that this motherfucker ain't the true Naga right there. But nevertheless, because I took this from my Naga the nigga video lecture. And so what we looking at right here is a color spectrum of the earth. You see what I'm saying? We looking at a color spectrum of the earth. And so, primarily in Africa, this is where the heartland is. This is where the gods came from. Right in this area where it's darkest is where the Egyptians was known to have, identified as the land of the gods and goddesses. This is where they came from. And we can break that down on a greater level. And so you see, this was a reflection in the color of divinity that we would always, and anywhere you go up in these areas, where it's, from, the darkest colors, even up in here, you see that black was the color of divinity. That's just all that it is. You understand what I'm saying? No man, because if you come in these areas, white is going to be a curse for your ass. Because if you ain't got no damn melanin in your damn skin, motherfucker, you gonna be in a very serious fucking predicament of skin cancer and this, that, and the third. So ain't no way you gonna reflect, your divinity to be that which is and truly is a curse. I just gonna deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to understand, like today, where black people have been oppressed out of their mind, where they don't understand their black divinity. And they have been, enslaved to white supremacy and white superiority, that they see everything of high standard to be white. So, they would fall for something like that. You know what I'm saying? They will fall for something like that. But for us that know better and know the true science, we know that that's a curse. Ain't no way. But, to break it down, when Africans ruled on the planet for hundreds of thousands of years, even those European Caucasoids have been conquered, if not physically, culturally. You understand what I'm saying? By black people. You understand what I'm saying? They themselves, just like niggas worship white people, they worship black people. So you could have went into white tribes and shit, and they had a black deity. Because just the same as niggas have been, confounded into white superiority and got a white Jesus up for thousands of years, white people worship black deities and knew it was divine. They knew black was divine, and they themselves would not have worshiped a white deity because they saw and knew the true facts that white was the absence of divinity. They knew that coming from the land of the Holy Land. In ancient time, Africa was the Holy Land. So they themselves worship black deity. That's why when you go into Rome, you see Diana, black. You go to St. Peter's, and those were the original ones. Then they peeled the melanin out of. You see what I'm saying? So just like you got white Jesuses all up through the black community, you could have went into white communities in, around the Roman times and the Grecian time, and you could have went right up in their temple and saw a black deity sitting up in there because they knew that black was divine. Y'all niggas better wake up. So you see right here, just like the white Jesus is being worshiped today by an all-black congregation for close to 2,000 years, many white fought their own countrymen who tried to change the sacred deities from black to white. See, they say that's St. Peter. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they might still have the features of a Caucasoid, but they understood that black was divine. That's why even today, the Black Madonna and Child is still the most venerated sacred symbol of all Europe. Hands down. Let's leave it alone. Nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing else. It's the Black Madonna and Child is the most sacred and holy icon of all Christianity. So you got to see that Egypt was founded by Nubia. And Nubia was founded by even more ancient Africans up the river. You see what I'm saying? You got to keep going back and back till you get to the source. And then when you go into Africa, that's going to be the source of all your orientation. If you starting over in America, nigga, you lost. Talking about, I'm a goddamn Indian, I'm Aboriginal. Man, listen here, nigga. It get cold. It's snowing goddamn Louisiana. Goddamn, it's snowing. It get cold, nigga. In areas and shit, that it ain't even supposed to get cold in up in this motherfucker. I done seen the map. You understand what I'm saying? Where it'll snow in Georgia. Goddamn, it get cold in northern Florida. I'm talking about ice. I seen the ice come across this bitch last winter, and that shit blew down so far south, it shocked the goddamn world. Ain't no way we originated over here. That fact alone should end that. But too many of you niggas got the ptosis. You got the ptosis. And so you see these African soldiers took this spirituality all over the world. You see right here, this is Almost Nefertari, the greatest queen of all of ancient Egypt. Okay, the greatest of all time. You understand what I'm saying? From her, the whole 18th dynasty. You understand that she was a Nubian straight up out of the Sudan. You understand what I'm saying? And you see Mu, which was the greatest goddess of the new kingdom, come up out of Nubia. Amen, come up out of Nubia. These is Nubian gods. You understand? Coming up out of the south. You see what I'm saying? And so here you see our Amenemhat, the black lion. You see what I'm saying? And you see, just like I showed you the Greek. Let me bring it down here. See, we use black. That was the most dominant color, even though we used all the color. See, but when you got the foundation, then you can work the other ones. You know, and you still got to understand the cosmos. You got to understand the definition of a thing. You understand? When you understand, you can almost read through the colors. But if you think like the other side, which is your diametric opposite, you're never gonna see what the ancestors, plan for you to see. Okay, right there you see Queen T. You see using the black color spectrum of divinity. You see Ptah. You see Sekhmet. You see right there. You see the scribe right there next to Tahuti. You understand what I'm saying? And some statue, like when you go over to certain areas, yeah, they got it, but these are actually Africans. Okay, so this ain't just a statue painted black. These are actually African. You see right here, this is Min, M-I-N, the god of fertility. We dealt with that. It's, the black soil, regeneration, and you will see his phallus is always erect. Can't put it up here today. They'll take it down for that. So they show you that the melanin is also connected to regeneration, black man. And we know that the sun is what produces that. You got to be in line, you got to be in line consciously, physically, politically. You got to know that the second coming of the solar age is coming. And so as above, so below. It ain't the sun. The sun gonna beat on them from above, nigga. You got to beat on them from below. And I ain't talking about below the ground. I'm talking about below the sun. Okay? Right there, you seeing the earth. You see right there, you see the regeneration, the soil. Okay? And I had to do that quickly. Again, showing you men, which is an aspect of Amen. Okay? Now, when you're dealing with, let me go back. When you're dealing with Amen, which is men, okay, which is another aspect of Amen, the great God of the new kingdom, you understand that his name was symbolic to hidden, the hidden. And so when you put it with Ra, and you understand Amen Ra, you mean the hidden sun. We're about to get deep now. We talking because we showing that's where they got that chakra system from. I'm tired of niggas. They took that from ancient Egypt. You niggas over here looking at that shit through the eyes of some goddamn guru from goddamn India. You understand what I'm saying? When you the originator of shit, it's different areas of the body that's connected to the solar system. You understand? And it's the sun that's gonna activate each goddamn what they call portal on the body. It's the sun that do it. God damn it. It's the sun that do every one of them. And so we are the children of the sun. We the only ones that can activate the whole system. You understand what I'm saying? We the only one come with the full package. You understand what I'm saying? So when you talk about the hidden sun, our ancestors show it here. You see the sun? This is the inner sun. When they say the hidden sun, they talking about the inner sun. You understand what this is your will, nigga? You understand what I'm saying? This is your life force here. You understand what I'm saying? This is where a motherfucker get his will and his energy to make everything else a reality. Determination. The will not to be defeated. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the inner sun. This is Amen Ra right there in you. Now, if you ain't got no will and the cracker done punked you out there kissing and loving and all of that, you ain't got no inner sun, nigga. So your shit ain't lit. Some of us out here lit. And even when you're talking about you got your, what they call the bride, which is the pineal. Then you got the crown. You understand what I'm saying? And now when you understand the crown, many times they'll show the halo. It's a circle. That's your crown. You understand? Sometimes they'll show it back behind the head. Sometimes they show it above the head. That's where you get the crown from. Now you can go to Cronus and all of that. That's the European origin of it. You understand what I'm saying? But the crown is the halo, the circle, which when you put it up, you will see that's rock with the dot in the middle. You see what I'm saying? So we did here, you see the inner sun, they took it and called it the solar plexus. You see what I'm saying? That's the almond rock, the inner sun. Okay, now this is this is Osiris resurrected. Now normally it would have the phallus there. You see what I'm saying? It would be right there, the black, just like men, and it would be right up under the sun to let you know, nigga, that resurrection is re-erection. You know, your ability to resurrect is through your children, your ability to pass your seed. So you see, he coming from the dead level to the living perpendicular. You see what I'm saying? So he's staying all the way up. And so when you see him stood, you know, that's like here. He stood all the way up, but he was on the dead level. He was on the dead level. And so he rose to the living perpendicular. So you know what that means, okay? The dead level means you ain't ready, nigga. You ain't there. But when it come time, you rise. That's exactly what it means. And so you see here again the black Osiris, the melanin. You see what I'm saying? How many of these we gonna show? This ain't just this is a no Caucasoid would ever paint a statue. If they was white, it would be white. They ain't gonna do it because you already know what they think about the color of blackness. You see what I'm saying? So you see here, you see Osiris, and when you look here at what they call in St. Peter, which many people believe is nothing more than Saturn, you understand what I'm saying? And, you know, which has, you know, when they and they move from one stage of, you know, the Greek to the Roman to Christianity, that many of the statues, many of the deities, many of the myths of Greece and Rome passed directly over into Christianity. Okay, and so you see here the great Pharaoh, and I'm doing one on Mentuhotep II on Patreon. African kings who raised the sword for African freedom. You see what I'm saying? That's going to be on the Patreon. You understand what I'm saying? Let me take that on. You know, African kings who raised the sword for African freedom. And Mentuhotep was most definitely one of those great, what they call Simatawi. Simatawis are reuniters of the land. You know, where if the land was broken by some discord or whatever, that they came and reunified the land and brought harmony and peace to the land. If it was expelling, you know what I'm saying, foreigners that had come upon the land to bring and sow discord or took over parts of the land, then the great Simatawi would come and free the land and clear, just like Almost the was it the second? Almost the first. Almost the first. Freed the land. He was a Simatawi. Narma was a Simatawi. He unified the land. You understand what I'm saying? And brought harmony and rule. So when you talk about Osiris, you see that the Buddha. When you talk about the Naga Kushite, I'm doing one ancient Egypt in Indonesia, remnants of the ancient Kushite Empire. You understand? Nah, I want family that's out there. Y'all hear that Africa is about to rename for African people the Indian Ocean, the African Ocean. Huh? How long have I told y'all that it wasn't no Indian Ocean, that was the Kushite Ocean? You see what I'm saying? You see that energy is, you know, and you can see that is getting to the consciousness of the world. Africa is going to rename the Indian Ocean. I told y'all niggas. You understand what I'm saying? I've been teaching that for the last 20 years. You understand? When there ain't no damn, how in the fuck it going to be an Indian Ocean and there ain't no goddamn Indian? How you going to name Arabian Sea? How you going to name a sea after a goddamn goat herder, landlocked goat herder? ain't never even known what a damn ship was. And you gonna name a sea after a landlocked goat herd. See, so that's the reality. If you living in that paradox, you ain't gonna never see what you're supposed to see. So you see the black, you know, when you're looking at Christian or you're looking at Buddha, you're looking at Osiris. You see what I'm saying? You're looking at Osiris of the East. And we're talking about the Far East. And so you see here, you see gold, you see black, but you see two major colors in Africa, because the black dealing with the black matter, the black energy, the fertility, the soil, the regeneration, and also when you're dealing in the cosmic understanding, that black represents the black matter and the gold represents the sun. That's why when you see King Tut, his Ka, you see that is black and gold. So you see right here Osiris, and you see Buddha laid out on the dead level, just like Osiris. And so here, when we dealt with men, you see here in the Naga Kushite region, you see what? You see what they call the God damn it, the lingam, which is a phallic symbol. Okay, you see they in their works the blackness. That's men. That's men. There's no doubt about it. They got Nandi, which is the apis, bull, the cow. All of that is overcome up out of the Nile Valley. Okay, now you got many aspects of the soul. Now you got what they call the Ba. You see right there was usually depicted as a bird with a human head. You understand what I'm saying? But then, see, this is King Tut's Ka. You got the Ba, you got the Ka. And the Ka was always displayed as black. That showed that he had reached total divinity. You see what I'm saying? He had reached his highest level of divinity. And you see here, you see the Ba. Now you see the sun there to let you know that the blackness is connected to melanin. You understand? I mean, the sun is what is the source of the melanin, because the sun itself is melanin. You understand? People don't understand that. And I had to teach on the last video that when you look at the fire of the sun, that's gases on the outskirts of the surface. It's not the surface. It's on the out. When you go to the surface, like you will see what they call sunspot. That ain't no goddamn spot. That's a hole in the gases that allow you to see down to the damn surface. The surface of the sun is black. The Japanese did a damn X-ray of the sun to show that the surface of the sun is black. Y'all niggas better wake up. So you see right there the Ba. You see right there the Ba, and you see right there the Ka right there. What is it? It's coming through the black hole. You see it right there being reborn through the black hole. So all the aspects of the spirit or the soul, which is the solar connected to the solar, is the essence of that spirit that comes not only from the cosmic melanin, but from the sun, because the sun itself is a ball of melanin. But when you get that spark and you light it, you see just like coal and just like oil, it spark, it generate energy. You see what I'm saying? See right there, you see here. So you see, they call that a sunspot. No, motherfucker, that's a hole in the gas that allow you to see down to the surface. Wait a minute, I got right here. This is the X-ray that they took, the Japanese took. So when you look at the surface of the sun, it's black, it's melanin. The gas or the fire that you see is on the outskirts of the sun. You see what I'm saying? So here you see that the black solar or the spirit of the African child, you see right there, it shows you that life, regeneration of life, you understand, is generated through melanin and through the sun, which is interchangeable. You cannot discuss melanin without discussing the sun. And when you understand our connection to the sun and you look at the Neanderthal, you see that we are diametric opposites. So how you going to be out there on one accord? I'm teaching you this, nigga. Until you get that, nigga, you ain't going nowhere. Nigga, you can burn, you can loot, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And at the end of the day, when the ashes and the smoke is clear, you will not have the mind to do nothing but sit in the burnt ashes of the shit you done burnt up. You don't have the ability to rebuild. If you're gonna destroy, have the ability to rebuild. You don't have that. And so you waddle in the very ashes of the shit you burned down. I don't see no divinity in that. If you're gonna go all the way. Nigga, don't go partial the way. Because if you do, today you cannot dance with the man. If you're gonna go a certain, you got to go all the way. If not, he gonna wait to the time and it diminish, and he gonna punish you motherfuckers harder and harder each time. So we see again, Set, you see, was one of those deities that was painted black. You understand what I'm saying? And when we talk about Black Babylon, see, because we see Hammurabi, but just like I say, samurai is Camurai, it's black. When you talk about the samurai, he was a warrior of the sun. So when you talk about Ham and you understand Ham in relationship to the Bible, we understand there's a bunch of lies, occult understanding, but we do understand that Ham was synonymous with black. He was the father of the Bible. We know the lie, but let's peel let's peel the onion. Let's get down. Let's peel the peel off of the orange, and let's get to the juice. You understand when you talk about Sam, Cam, Ham, even using the E, him, Bethlehem. That's the house of Ham, the house of black. So when you talk about Hammurabi, you understand what I'm saying? Hammurabi, you talking about the black man. Now they put that Rabi on there to throw you off, but Ham means black. So that right there shows you that, but we already know that they said that Nimrod, who we know fictional, but you have to peel back the lie to get to the root that it was black, okay? That it was Cushite. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, Hammurabi, supposedly the first great, well, he brought the laws. He's called the law, you know, even though some of them goddamn laws he could have kept. You understand what I'm saying? Because them motherfuckers was kind of a little barbaric at that time. You know what I'm saying? Over there. You know, them motherfuckers over there in Mesopotamia was somewhat rudimentary. Okay, then I had to get a look and see where we at. Okay? And we're not far, you know, from being at the end. You understand what I'm saying? We talk about the black stone. You understand what I'm saying? That's the black hole. That's Ptah. That's that creative dark matter, the black matter. That was, you know, when you're talking about, you know, creative spirit, that's the black matter of creation. When you're dealing with the black stone, and then they put it in at the Kaaba, they put it in a vessel that's shaped like, you know, a womb. And they up there kissing and shit and this, that, and the third. So you already know what that is. You understand what I'm saying? They venerating the black goddess, even though they some goddamn, you know, woman-hating ass goddamn goat herders. You understand? They cannot, you understand? It ain't their own. It's the black goddess. You understand what I'm saying? They know the true essence of all things and that they cannot have. You see right there, the statue of the Black Peter in Rome, they didn't kiss his motherfucking feet till the shit didn't melted. You understand what I'm saying? They need to put a new one up in there. So you see right here, this is Diana, this is the original. But long before the white alabaster marble, the European, the Caucasoid worship black deities, because just like today, when you see Negroes under, you know, and so we didn't oppress them. They was culturally, you know, they wasn't even midgets. These motherfuckers was minuscule. They were minute. You had to put them motherfuckers under a microscope to see them. The culture was so vast, they knew it was the proper thing to do because they understood the science of greatness. And when they looked that up, they say, God damn, if these ain't gods and if this is what they believe, then this is what I must believe. That somehow achieve just a minuscule amount of what they achieved. You understand? And so they immolated us in all aspects. You go here and you see this is the Black Madonna and Child in Bethlehem. This is the Church of the Nativity. Is down. If you go down these, you have to walk down these stairs to get here. So this is a grotto. You understand? This is a cave. And you see right there hanging above it is, if you look at it from there, you can't even see it. It's so black. You understand what I'm saying? And when you get down in the cave, you looking at, and it's still a symbol of a star. You understand? Which is the sun. So you see the sun and you see melanin again. You see that divine connection, and we understand that the sun is black. It's melanin that been sparked. You understand what I'm saying? All them damn stars out there is melanin. If they got a surface, unless it's just all gas. You understand what I'm saying? But if it's a star and it got a surface, God damn it, it's melanin. Dark matter, it done been lit. It done been lit. Just like you like coal, God damn it. And just like you can spark that melanin in your body and your mind to transcend the plane of the earth and connect to the cosmos and transmit your thoughts into the cosmos and receive the energy that's trying to be sent to you so that you can make some correction. And when you let it in, it'll heal you, it'll purify you, it'll detox you. But as you do that, you got to also physically on that plane do what's necessary and within your power to also, as above, so below. And if the sun is moving to make it, because we coming to the next age of Ra, which they call global warming. The age of the next solar age is on the way. And so again, when they talk about Christ being crucified on the cross, it's a solar cross. You understand what I'm saying? It's not just no any cross. That wood shit, that's to throw you up. It's the solar cross that they're going to be crucified on the solar cross. And that's what they calling global warming in Ragnarok, which is on my Patreon, when they talk about Ragnarok, which is the end of the world in the it's a new age coming after that, but it is the end of the world as they know it. You understand what I'm saying? Ragnarok is going the great fire giant or demon that they call Suten, which is a fire demon. You understand? We understand mortal diametric opposite. What we see as divine, they gonna see as evil. You see what I'm saying? So they too have an end of fire in Revelation, an end of fire. So it's the sun that will bring the demise. And so as above, so below. As the energy is moving above, we are the representations of the sun on the earth. You got to be moving. The same as above as below. So you can't be out there, number one, and as much as we say it won't be no unity, it must be unity. It must be unity because nothing that we built ever was but just by one individual. So a lot of people will become, they will give up hope. But we shall not give up no hope and move forward. There must be unity with the real African, the real that understand. And it's going to be numbers. It's going to be numbers. And we're going to purify not just all infidels. All infidels. See what we don't understand, though they may appear like us. They don't have that inner sun. They don't have the will. You got to have that inner sun. You got to have that, what they call the hidden sun, which is really the inner sun. See, they say him, but his inner sun is here. And that's your will to overcome all obstacles and to achieve what the mind could conceive. Because you can have the thoughts and transcend, and that's the only one you have working. You got all of them. You have to have the energy moving up and down. So you motherfucker be floating outside of his mind, but when it come back to his mind, you know, and come back to his body, his reality has not changed because he up here, you know, and he's trying to transcend, but he don't have the will to make it a reality. So majority of motherfuckers gonna light an incense and do this, that, and the third, but then when it's time to get free, a nigga gonna go read a book and this, that, and the third. So we have to realize it's igniting the energy in all the areas of power within the body, even the tongue, where we speak. You see, best is what we call the Lord of the throat chakra, where the mouth, and it's about speaking with power and energy, and not you know, cutting no corners. When you have to say it, you just say it. You know what I'm saying? And he says his tongue will be like a double-edged sword. That motherfucker cut on both sides. All right, family, it is what it is. I'm black. I ain't went nowhere. Suten, Seti. I got about 10 damn lectures lined up. I already got the thumb drives, you know, the thumbnails up there for the video. So y'all already know. Be prepared. You understand? To get this work, like I said, get with me. Patreon, General Sarasu Seti, King Seti online marketplace. Y'all need to get over there. I got some new products on there now. I showed motherfucker ran right on over there. You understand? Get fly, be amazed. You understand what I'm saying? Get on over there. GeneralSeti.com. I mean, I'm just putting up, you know, all the class. I got over 500 videos on there right now. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm just putting up. So that's going to, man, before the end of the year, it's going to be close to 1,000 videos up there. You know what I'm saying? New material. I got a section on GeneralSeti.com that's uncut raw. You understand? Each level I go up a level. Patreon, I go up a harder level than I do on YouTube. And then I had to watch it there. You know, but I can get, you know, I can do a harder step on Patreon. And plus I'm live on Patreon. You see what I'm saying? GeneralSeti.com, nigga, I just take off the gloves. I go bare knuckles. You understand what I'm saying? It's not a live stream, but I will be uploading onto General after I upload all that I can, all the classic material. And then so you understanding that the GeneralSeti.com is a work in process. You know what I'm guaranteeing you, it's gonna be the closest thing to being in Egypt in a temple. And you're gonna want that before you even go, because if you got that, man, listen here. That's it. I guarantee you, you got what you need to transcend and continue to grow. Guaranteed. So family, fuck with me. General Sarasu Seti, black at y'all ass again. I'll see you very soon. I got videos lined up for tomorrow. Check for me. You understand what I'm saying? The general is black. Bam.